Welcome. We're Russell and Amanda, and we're travelling in our Hymer camper called Benny. Last episode, we were at Frankton. In this episode, you find us at Arrowtown. We found a cool wee park-up spot just along the road from Arrowtown. We'll be visiting some great spots to stay. The first being beside Lake Dunstan in the gorge, and then on to Alexandra, then carry on down the road to Roxburgh and Pinder's Pond. We both feel privileged to have so many places to stay in this beautiful country of ours, New Zealand. And for those that know us by now, we quite like the odd cafe to stop and have a coffee. We're just cruising, and we welcome you along for the ride. We're leaving Frankton and we're heading down the road now to Arrowtown Junction, where there's a motorhome park over property, and just rang ahead and Bronwyn said come on down. So we'll see what it's like, never been there before, and just going to try something a little bit different. It's only $10 a night, as Amanda's saying, so it's a low cost option for close to Queenstown.
Got the sign there, go pop, isn't it?
And there's the pop sign on the fence over there. That's quite handy, isn't it? Just down the road from Arrowtown.
You can get your shoes on.
I'm just going on a reconnaissance mission. Bronwyn's away according to the telephone call, so we're just going to check to make sure we're in the right place. There's a driveway going down here, so I'm just going to check. Oh yeah, this is where to go. Yep. It's very kind of people to open up their homes to motorhomers. This one's got a bit of a little tight driveway going down, but there was quite a big rig in here, although I'd say it would be better suited to smaller campers and smaller caravans. I wouldn't be bringing any pets in here unless you checked with the owners. It does feel a little strange to be ringing people up and checking if it's okay to stay, compared with going to one of the motorhome parkovers where you can just pull in. But quite often these smaller pops are not really used that much, so they're still worth a visit and adds to the number of locations you can stay. Yeah, so there's somebody's got a cone here protecting their spot while they're away, which is fair enough. But I think there's heaps of room, even with a 3-metre gap, for the two of us to fit in here. The neighbour said to park up close to him, leave a bit of extra space. We've met both the neighbours, who are both lovely. And we've found another spot further along, leaving room for this fella here if he comes back, or person, because they put a cone out over there. So this way, we have a little bit more private space ourselves, and when this person comes back, they'll have all the space they had before. There we go, we're in the corner now.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
And we've got our 3 metres between campers, which is always good. Now we're all settled for the evening. We're just making our plans. We think we'll pop into Arrowtown tomorrow morning and get some fruit and veg, and then head off down the gorge towards Alexandra. We arrived here about 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but by the evening all the 5 places were filled up. Maybe you could squeeze 6 in here. But that was a nice wee pop, just very, very sheltered in there really. Nice of the people to let us stay. A couple of gates that you've got to go through to get in there or get out, but apart from that, just lovely parked down on the grass. And right close to Arrowtown obviously, which is where we're going now. Thank you very much.
Welcome to our town.
We managed to find a park out of that parking lot, which is a disaster waiting to happen, I feel. Just come along on the main street and into one of the residential areas, parked up on the grass here, and there's nobody that we parked in front of except for a bit of hedging.
This is the farm shop, Royal Burn. It was set up by Nadia Lim. Many people will have heard of Nadia Lim, who set up My Food Bag, a successful company around New Zealand.
What you looking for?
We've got greens and sugar snap peas for my sister. Expensive but yummy treats.
What else did we get?
These pita breads that we can either use as wraps or have for pizzas, and 4 apricots.
While Amanda was ready to get on the road, I was happy just to have a bit of a quick stroll through town before we leave. These cottages are very much a feature of Arrowtown and been turned into coffee shops and small businesses now. Always kept very tidy. Pretty nice looking Lamborghini here. Probably just a guy thing when you see these cars, you just have to stop and look. But I wasn't the only one. Certainly is a wee tourist hotspot here in Arrowtown, and I'm not really that interested in too many of the shops, but does look quaint and well worth the visit. We're about to break our maximum 50-kilometre rule on each trip and go 62k down the road to the side of Lake Dunstan, where they've got a rest area called Champagne Valley, which is not a bad wee spot to stay. This is the first time we've stayed here. We usually stop off at Burton's Creek, which is at the top of the Clyde Dam, but at the moment with the new cycle trail going through the valley, it's quite busy. Yep, so I've gone from 31 degrees to pouring down with rain and about 15 degrees I suppose, or maybe even a wee bit less, have we? These vents on the roof are quite noisy. But you know, if I was clever now, I'd go out and get the bucket and start washing the camper while it's getting a good rinse, eh? But I'm cleverer than that because I'm not going to go out there in that rain. We had a very pleasant sleep that night, despite there being a main road right behind us. I think the fact that it's tucked down to the edge, the sound goes over the top. I certainly rated it much higher than what I thought I would.
Good morning from Champagne Galley. We're just leaving. I've just noticed there's a couple of really nice kitchen units. They've obviously got cold water, but toilets and rubbish, one night only.
It was fairly level here, and I could have probably got away with not using the ramps. But there's the odd pothole depending on what time of the year you come. If you watch this recording as we pull out of our park, it's a bit of a bump and a hump as we go on to the gravel track and managed to lose a plastic fitting which went over the bike rack at the back of the camper and dropped it on the ground. Oh, that's a good one night stop. It's a good job that I actually had to come back for the camera, otherwise I wouldn't have spotted it on the grass. Whoops, lost some pieces going over the bumps.
lost a piece off the back of the bike rack. It's not much, can you take it?
Bike rack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's alright, just bounced off and we went over the bump, so
Okay.
good finding.
This is a 1998 year campervan, so you can expect the odd rubber and plastic bit to break over its lifetime. That makes the camper about 27 years old. We decided to drive a few kilometres down the road to Alexandra to Molyneux Park, where they have a place to park up your camper van there beside the swimming pool.
Few here, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is a few. Maybe you can be a darling and go and get the gate for me,
We've got
please.
some on the other side.
Thank you. That gate's a bit easier, is it? Quite good. Oh, you lift it up. So we've only come 8k down the road to Alexandra, and there's a few in here. There's still plenty of space for us.
When we last came here, this area was, I think, owned by the Alexandra Council, and they've, I don't know, gifted it, obviously leased it to the motorhome park, and so it's now that it's on the directory in the motorhome association, there's 10 times the people that were here than that was here last time. Anyway, it's good to see it used.
So Amanda's paid the fee, which is $10 per night for 2 people, and we're going to stay here now for 2 nights at Molyneux Park and check out Alexandra. We've woken up here to a hot day, Alexandra, and we've decided we're going to go to the pool. Very conveniently, it's right beside us. Is it time for cheese and Vicky?
Yeah. Got some cherries to the gorge.
Yeah.
We're just leaving the Alexandra NZMCA park up. It's a big gravel area that's got lots of vans in it this time, but the thing we enjoyed the most here was having a swim in the pool, which is probably 100 metres walk away. It had a spa pool, a heated sort of warm pool, and quite a very nice outdoor pool this time, heated to 25 degrees, so probably a highlight of staying here. We're just going down to dump our waste, do some supermarket, go to a fruit place, all on the aim of making it to Pinder's Pond tonight.
But on the way, we're going to take a bit of a detour down Earnscleugh Road, as Amanda wants to check out the fruit stall down there.
These are pluots, which are half apricot, half plums, $3 a kilo, so.
$3 a kilo. Apricots are my favourite actually.
Fruit ice cream. Greens, what are they? What are the white flesh? That's my favourite. They're quite hard, but bought 2 real fruit ice creams, and we've got apricots and plucots for $3 a kilo. Bargain.
And of course, we couldn't go through Roxburgh without stopping off for a coffee. At Roxburgh, if you take the bridge over the Clutha River, it's only 5k down to Pinder's Pond. And if you've been watching our other videos, you'll know this is a regular place that we often stop. There is a donations box here. We usually put $5 in to stay, which goes to the local council.
Pinder's Pond. In 1918, what is now a pond and a much-loved recreational area was a large deep hole excavated by one of the region's most colourful gold mining entrepreneurs, Big John Ewing. Convinced this area was rich in alluvial gold, and having secured an interest-free loan from the New Zealand Mines Department, Ewing established the Teviot Molyneux Gold Mining Company to access the buried river gravels.
Assembly the night before we arrived here, the wind blew like crazy, and they've put in a couple of extra portaloos over here because there's only one toilet in the area, but one blew over. There's the truck man to sort it out.
There is another permanent toilet here, but I have to say I haven't been game to use it.
Woken up to another scorcher day, which is great, 28 degrees today, and I'm just going to walk down some of this Clutha Gold cycle track, which leads to Roxburgh in this case. Quite nice and cool walking underneath these trees. Do a bit of a walk in the morning before the day heats up. But it's going to be 28. I think the pond's going to be a better place to be.
Look, they create alarm. Very nice walk. Thank you.
After the walk, it had warmed up so much, we decided we'd get in and have a bit of a soak in the lake.
Yeah, you have to be careful, you had kids in here. I'm getting back into the bit where I can stand up.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. It's like having a swimming pool on your doorstep.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear. I think it's more stirred up because people have been swimming in here.
It's a wee bit messy on the bottom, but not too
Yeah,
bad.
but it's gravel, isn't it? It's not all full of weed.
No, it's not. Hey.
Dougie's going for a stick, is it?
Ball.
A ball, is it? Certainly loving the swim. Going back to Dunedin soon. So we've got to be back for March, which is going to be a time when Hymer Times is going international. I won't say any more than that, but make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out what we're going to get up to. Put it this way, the Hymer's not going because it's too far and too costly to move it, but we will have a camper. Is that right, Amanda?
Yep, we're going to call it Kiwi.
Gonna call it Kiwi. and we'll be out of New Zealand for 5 months, so it should be a fun holiday. Keep with us and we'll let you into the secret of where we're going as you follow along. No, I don't look too bad.
We've never swum in here before, Mark, so.
just going to go into Roxburgh and might grab a Jimmy's pie and check out the hardware shop, have a coffee, and Amanda's going to sit back and relax here at the campervan. Arrived at the bridge that takes you over to Roxburgh from the Miller's Flat side of the river, which is the Clutha, of course. Just at the Jimmy's pie shop and got a nice hot coffee there and some bags of goodies. One's for Amanda and two are for me. How long has it been since you've had one of those cream buns? That's definitely got their health tick. And here we have a Jimmy's mince pie, fresh from the bakery, and we have a nice Belgium slice for Amanda. Anyway, I think we'll demolish the pie first. Thanks for watching. Over and out. I found the Pit Stop Barber in Roxburgh, and I got a few curly white ones, so it's time for a chop. Well, I'll take my hat off later and show you, but I'm looking a better man, and the shop just closed up. You know, just come in to do a couple of clients, and I walked in luckily at the right time. Anyway, back to see Amanda in the camper. I do my best to keep my speed right down with the little bike, not offend anybody that's doing it the hard way, and pedals or e-bike people generally travel as fast as an e-bike, if not slower. And here we are, back again. Amanda's still got her comfy seat outside the camper.
They say all good things must come to an end, and we're now heading back to Dunedin until March when we head away again, and hopefully there'll be more good things to see as we carry on our journeys offshore.
We've just had 3 nights at Pinder's Pond. We really like the spot. We're just saying it's not a bad entrance in, it's a bit up and down, but we've seen big fifth wheelers get in here, so we really enjoyed the swimming this time. We haven't, normally when we come it's not warm enough to swim, but it has been, so lots of people out on the pond enjoying it.
There's a pretty cool bridge, so if you do go over at Roxburgh and down the back of the Clutha River, you can come back over here at Miller's Flat and back on the main central road back to Dunedin.
The Fagan store at Miller's Flat was all closed up. This time I see the pub here probably at the turn-off to Miller's Flat's probably doing not bad because of that. They're providing the coffees and things. Anyway, we turn off down south now, and we'll go and check out Volker's Sunflower Farm. They're doing a charity type thing, selling their sunflowers.
Just arrived at the sunflowers at Pick Your Own. We're going to have a go, see what we can see. Oh, not a bad spotting, is it?
Yeah.
Let's get 20 bucks. This is a fundraiser for the Cancer Society, so pick your own sunflowers. So bigger at the other house, but I said these will do us.
got herself lost in the sunflowers here. Go and see if we can hunt her out.
Well, I thank you all for watching this episode, and for those that have been watching the whole of the South Island series, it's really great to have you along. We both really love the places that you can visit in New Zealand, but we're also looking forward to having a change and going somewhere different.
I don't know how many's in here, but
We'll catch you all again in a fortnight. See ya.